In this video, I'm going to show you how to come up with a polynomial equation given complex roots. So this one reads, find the formula of a polynomial of degree 3 that has roots at x equals 5 and x equals 2i and passes through the point 2, -72. So anytime we have a complex root, it always comes in pairs. So if we have 2i, its pair or conjugate would be -2i. So its two roots are 2i and -2i. So we're going to write our equation, y equals a, and we're going to put in our roots. We have a root at 5, so that's going to be x minus 5. Then our root at 2i is going to be x minus 2i. And our root at -2i is going to be x minus a -2i or x plus 2i. Now I need to multiply this out, and make sure you multiply the complex roots first together. That makes it a lot easier. So if I do x times x is x squared. X times 2i is 2xi. And -2i times x is another -2xi. And then -2i times 2i is -4i squared. Now when I combine like terms, the positive 2xi and the negative 2xi add up to 0. And then if I have I squared is equal to -1. So here I got -4 times -1, that's going to be +4. So x squared plus 4. I bring down the x minus 5. Now I'm going to multiply that out. X times x squared is x to the third. X times 4 is 4x. -5 times x squared is -5x squared. And -5 times 4 is -20. And then I'm just going to put that in descending order of exponents. So x to the third power minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 20. Alright, so now I need to use the point to find our a value. So we got y is equal to a times our polynomial. So our point is 2, -72. So our y is -72. And then we're going to have 2 to the third power minus 5 times 2 to the second power plus 4 times 2 minus 20. Alright, if you do the math there, you end up with -24. And then I need to divide both sides by -24. And then you get a is equal to 3. So we write this out, it would be y equals 3, x to the third minus 5, x to the second, plus 4x minus 20. And if you multiply that out, you'll end up getting y equals 3x to the third minus 15 x to the second plus 12x minus 60. Alright, so that's our polynomial that has roots of x equals 5, 2i, and negative 2i. All right, so this is the second example that has complex roots. So we got a root at negative 4 and 3 minus I. And again, this needs to come in pairs. So 3 minus I, its conjugate would be 3 plus I. All right, so we're going to set up our equation. X minus 4 is going to be x plus 4. Remember, you change the sign when you put it into the parentheses. And they're going to have x minus 3 minus I and x minus 3 plus I. All right, so if I rewrite that, it's going to be x plus 4. And then for the other one, I'm going to distribute the negative, so it ends up being x minus 3 plus I and x minus 3 minus I. Again, I want to multiply the complex roots together. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. X times negative I is negative xi. And negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. And negative 3 times negative I is plus 3i. Then I'm going to have I times x. This will give me a positive xi. And I times negative 3 gives me negative 3i. And then I times negative I is negative I squared. All right, so from here I want to combine like terms. You can see I have a negative xi and a positive xi. It's going to add up to 0. I got negative 3i, positive 3i that adds up to 0. Alright, so I got negative 3x and negative 3x. So that's going to be negative 6x. And remember the negative I squared is equal to negative 1. So basically get minus a negative 1, which becomes plus 1. And plus the 9 will give you 10. And I'm going to bring down the x plus 4 and multiply that out. So that's going to be x times x to the second is x to the third. And then I'm going to have x times negative 6x, give you negative 6x squared. X times 10 is 10x. 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times negative 6x is negative 24x. And 4 times 10 is 40. Alright, so I can combine like terms. I got x to the third. I got negative 6x squared and a positive 4x squared. So that's negative 2x squared. Then I have 10x minus 24x. That's negative 14x. And then the plus 40. So far I have x to the third minus 2x squared minus 14x plus 40. Alright, so now I need to figure out what a is equal to. So we have y is equal to a x to the third minus 2x squared minus 14x plus 40. And we have our point at 3, negative 14. So negative 14 equals a 3 to the third power minus 2 times 3 to the second minus 14 times 3 plus 40. Alright, so if we do the math there, you get negative 14 equals a times 7. Then you need to divide both sides by 7 and end up with a equaling negative 2. So now we have y equals negative 2 times x to the third power minus 2x squared minus 14x plus 40. Then if you distribute the negative 2, you get y equals negative 2x to the third plus 4x squared plus 28x minus 80. Alright, so remember when you're solving this type of problem, you have complex roots, you always need its conjugate. So 3 minus I, the conjugate is 3 plus I. So this is how you figure out the equation of the polynomial with complex roots.